going to look for the coracoid process, right? Feel it right in there. Lung 1, so lung 2 is just above it. Lung 1 is going to be 1 soon, so we'll kind of measure it. Shouldn't be too far off. We're pretty close. It's going to be 1 soon down, right about in there. So this is the start point of the lung channel. It's gonna
Wait,
come-
I grabbed the wrong pencil. Wait, where's that? That's like a probably colored pencil in there.
So, so we'll have you go too, because each
That's
of
too sharp.
oops, sorry. Come on, rock up, kid.
No, I was just saying that doesn't seem right.
So each of the meridians also has an element that's so this is getting a little bit ahead. Each of the elements has each of the meridians has an element that's associated with it. The lung, which is known as the delicate organ, obviously primary with chi formation, it grabs the chi from the universe, brings it down, combines it with the chi gu chi, which is food chi, I guess, or nutritional chi, combines that with a little bit of energy from the kidney and forms chi, and then spreads it through the channel. Now the element that's associated with the lung, anybody know? Metal, which may seem counterintuitive, right? The lung is the delicate organ. Isn't metal a strong? Well, what happened? Anybody seen the Liberty Bell? What happened to the Liberty Bell? It cracked, right? So metal does have a friability to it, but the lung is the element, or metal is the element associated with the lung. So it comes up, comes down over the shoulder. So it's going to end up here at the base of the thumb. So this is kind of what I want you to know is, so find that coracoid process. Lung 2 is above it. Lung 1 is down, about 1 soon down, slightly oblique, but just a little bit down. It's going to come over to the shoulder. It's going to come down the medial aspect of the biceps. And actually the point at the elbow, it's going to be on the radial side, or the ulnar side of the biceps tendon. That's going to be lung 3. This is a major, for lung channel, no 1. You don't need to know the ones in between here. Excuse me, I made a mistake. This is 5, lung 5. 3 and 4 are in here. You really don't need to, I rarely use those. It's going to follow all the way down. Excuse me, I just got that. Did I get it right? I got the wrong side. It's on the radial. I had it right in my head, radial side. So it's going to come down to the radial side. Then it's going to come down through this forearm, and it's going to end up at the base of the thumb. Large intestine, it's going to start 0.1 soon, medial nail bed, or radial side of the nail bed. It's going to come up. LI4 is probably the biggest one. It's right Hegu. So you put that thumb right on it. That's going to get you to L4. It's going to come up. So the lung channel actually has 1 on the radial styloid. 7 is here. 9 is here. And this is 11. We start 1, 4, 5. Kind of comes up along this. And there's a line too from here all the way up. It's going to come up. There. Come up. Right here is lung 18. It's going to come up, and then I won't draw on you here, but then it's going to come across. Right there. Boom. So that's lung, large intestine. Stomach, under the eye. It's going to come down. It's going to be a little U shape, going to go up here. Then it's going to come down the neck. It's going to cross over, go over. 4 soon, right? So this is 8 soon from tip to tip, about halfway. Up, over, down. It's going to follow through the nipple line. Then it's going to go to 2 soon. So right in here. And it's going to come down. 2 soon now. It's going to go down here and then come down through the leg. And it's going to end up at the toe. And it follows this kind of fat part of the tibialis anterior as it goes down. Spleen is going to come from the side of the great toe, come up medial side. There's some really grid points. Spleen 6, 3 yin crossing. It's 3 soon up right in here. Typically it's really tender. Again, you're kind of on the back side of the tibia. It's going to follow up medial knee. Spleen's gonna come up through the groin, that's gonna come up through the chest, and then gonna end up at spleen 21, which is sixth intercostal space. And about here, it's about halfway on the ribs. So 21, and that's spleen and stomach. And I can show you some different, I'll get some pictures, maybe I can get some